All right, ready? Technical difficulties, but we're back, part 3. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of put this here, and I'm gonna say he's got pants on, so I'm just gonna give him little shoes. And again, it's just very simple art. It's nothing you wanna, think about too much. She'll probably have little legs, little shoes. Now with her, because it shows all the way through, I'm going to bring it all the way up to where she would be sitting on this. So when you put it back down, you'll see that you can see her legs underneath her dress. On him, I'll probably, gotta put it back where I wanted his head. I'll probably maybe just make a line down the center of this block to be like that. And maybe this could be his arm coming across like that. Again, simple, nothing too artsy. All right, so with the big glass, these adhesive dots, like I said, they say removable, but don't believe it. I tried to do that with this one and it pulled the edges up, as you can see, when I tried to reposition it. We don't have, I'm going to use the ones that are not removable. So on the big glass, though, I'm going to use 2 of the dots because they're so heavy. You need to make sure they're going to stand. So just make sure you have the back of it, the back part of the glass against the glue dot, and you just press down. I'm going to have these probably on some wax paper so I can have them all around the place. So you'll have to peel off the wax paper and then stick it on. So you're just going to take 2 like that. Again, like I said, you got to make sure you know where you're going. And press down. And then her head is going to go up there, like that. Oops, he's got to come down farther. He's supposed to be pushing her. I think I need to give him some legs, because I want that dot there. This should be where his arms are. So before I go there, I need to give him little legs. Okay. And then his head is going to be like that. And we do 2 more glue dots. Oops. Wrong one again. When you're using the little glass, you can just do 1 glue dot. It'll be sufficient. They're pretty stable. And you can't use them on the really tiny pieces because they will show through, and then they're terrible to try to cut. You can't cut them. It's just a mess. So you're better off with the glue for that. So I've got my point here where I'm going to put him. And I'm just going to, my side kind of is getting a little covered up. Maybe I better push him over just a teeny bit. I can manage it a little bit, but not too much. Okay. So now I'm going to draw her arm, his arm. And if you just want to make a little heart where they're holding hands, I could have moved him in a little bit so that I wouldn't cover up my side, but I had not noticed how much I was going to be too close to the side. But again, it's all good. So just make sure you know which position you want your head in. Not that you can't move it, but you don't want to have a bunch of glue all over your paper. And it's best to glue right onto the stone. I tried using a paintbrush and putting it on, and it just wasn't adhering as quickly as I would have liked it. I think I want his head a little bit more angled towards her. And try to use the flatter side of the stone. And sometimes it's turning the stones and the glasses around in different directions to see which way you like it. You know, you're working with broken pieces of glass and tumbled glass and all sorts of different kinds of glass. So we'll let that dry, but that's basically all done. So just a different idea. If you didn't want to do two girls and a swing, you could do, you know, I would even maybe think about putting them closer together next time, where their arms would be across the glass and their heads closer together, like they're giving each other a little hug. All right, so that's that one. So we're done with that one. All right, so let's see if this is stable enough. I think it is.